Hello and welcome to Sibling Filmalry. I'm Donata.
And I'm Reggie.
We made a commitment to watch all of the nominees for Best Picture for an Academy Award, and this review is for Arrival. Aliens are coming. Who's in this movie?
That would be I said Rachel. Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
She was Lois Lane in the
Lois Lane in Superman movies.
Jeremy Renner, who was Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
And one of my favorite guys, Forrest Whitaker's been in everything.
Forrest Whitaker.
I can't even
Yeah.
talk about one or the other.
King of Scotland.
Yeah. What's
yeah.
the samurai movie when he was Samurai Street?
He was a samurai.
It was in New York. It was weird. It was
Okay. So
been a lot of stuff. Excellent.
This movie is about aliens coming to Earth, and they are positioned in different parts of the world, and kind of very similar to Independence Day. However, they do not attack first off. Like, they're just kind of humming around, literally humming over the Earth. And so they get the opportunity to kind of go inside of the spaceships every day, every 18 hours, and kind of communicate with the aliens. And so they need a linguist, which they find in Amy and Jeremy, and they are trying to teach them how to teach them. So it's kind of like they do stuff, and then the aliens tell them what that means in their language, and that's kind of how they figure it out, and so they're able to kind of communicate. So because the whole big question is, what is your purpose here? But they can't just ask somebody that. They have to teach them the language, and we have to learn their language so we can have a conversation. What did you think of Arrival?
You know, I was interested after I watched it to see what you thought about it too, but I thought it was way deeper than I thought it would be. To me, it was deep. To me, it was confusing. Well, I don't want to say confusing, but it made me think a lot about choices that you make in your life. Because I can't really go. I don't know if I can go too much into it, but I did like the fact of them showing how you go from not knowing how somebody talks or a language to learning how to communicate with somebody who you've never communicated with before, and there's a process to that. And apparently it translates to even talking to aliens. It made sense to me the way they did.
I appreciated the process.
Yeah, I really did. I appreciate the process. I've talked about this movie before, but not like a review. But we were talking about it when we were reviewing something else, and I was saying basically, I mean, I don't know if you agree. To me, it was boring. It was boring, but that doesn't not mean it wasn't good. It just means it wasn't. You didn't like it.
I did not like it.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just say this. In my movie profession, there are several movies several movie themes that I'm not with. Number one, boxing. I can deal with Rocky or some sort of it. Creed was actually a very good movie. But boxing, I'm just not all into that. Number two, time travel. I do not like Back to the Future. They get on my nerves. I'm not the only the only time travel movie I like was Looper,
Yeah.
with and that's only because my baby daddy was in it. I can't even think of his name right now. Who in all the Die Hards?
Oh, you talking about the main guy?
The Die Hard. Bruce Willis. I love me some Bruce Willis, right? And then aliens would be in that next category. I do not like alien movies at all unless Will Smith is in there saying, "Welcome to Earth." Which is why I didn't like the second Independence Day, because Will Smith was not in the movie. So
see, that's the thing. She wanted like people shooting and stuff like that. This was
but that like Contact. That movie. Wow.
I loved it. I loved Contact. It was like 3 hours of complete boredom, but I loved it. It was a good one, great movie.
35 to 40 minutes could have been shaved off Arrival.
No, I think they had to go deep.
For what? What were they going deep for?
But to explain the story, so everything kind of looped around. So she said she doesn't like space and time travel, two of the things she doesn't like. That's two of the real main themes of this movie. Without getting into too much detail, it's hard to really explain it.
Because it becomes confusing.
It does become confusing if you're not paying attention.
Because if
you're
you
not on
change
it.
one thing, then something else should not be changing. You cannot say something to me in the future, and then I haven't grasped it yet. It's too much thinking.
It's true.
Too much thinking.
It's deep. It's deep. Now, I wouldn't say you will probably want to go to a movie theater to see this because
you will go to sleep at
you
home.
will.
I fell asleep once. I had to wake back up. Once I was fully awake, I watched it at like 4 o'clock in the morning because that's my most alert. And I watched the whole thing, and all I was thinking is, I was so mad at you. I was so mad
But you
at
know
you.
what's so funny about it? I think I watched it. I watched it before, but I watched it again, and I think I must have fallen asleep the first time too, because I didn't really like the stuff I saw the second time, like the first time I ever watched it. But
I don't know how I made Best Picture. The only thing I can think of is that I really don't know how I made Best Picture.
I thought it was brilliant. It was brilliantly done. It
And
just,
I love me some Jeremy Renner, and I love me, but it didn't do anything for me.
okay.
It needed, unless they needed an extraterrestrial pick for Best Picture.
Yeah, I thought it was really deep. I like things you have to think about. You really do have to think about
You
this.
do have to think about this movie.
If you don't, then if you don't pay attention, if you're not a person that wants to pay attention and kind of learn something, what can you learn something? Not really. If you just got to really pay a lot of attention to it. It's good. It's not your average. It's not the prototypical alien movie. Put it that way. There's no shooting, none of that. The aliens are not aggressive at all. So it's more the humans being the aggressors. So I really liked it. I'm surprised you didn't like it. Okay, so that's it. I don't know. I don't even know this review.
Make your own decision.
This review might have not done anything.
Make your own decision. All right, check us out for more Best Picture reviews at www.siblingfilmalry.com.